you doing? Huh?
Got a confession.
Got what?
A confession I gotta give you, man.
You got a confession?
Yeah. I shot somebody, man.
After a deadly family shooting in Milwaukee, 32-year-old Gerardo Jimenez-Rico walked into a police station and admitted to the unthinkable. A sister is dead, parents are wounded, and a community is left reeling. What drove a man to turn a routine family night into a nightmare? We're going to break down the night that changed everything and the choices that would land Jimenez-Rico in prison for decades. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. So here's what happened in Milwaukee, and it's one of those cases that will stick with you long after you hear it because it just doesn't make sense. You have this routine family evening that spirals into a nightmare, into a tragedy. It left one young woman dead, her parents wounded, and a man confessing to all of this at a police station. And this all started over something as mundane as being asked to do the dishes. 32-year-old Gerardo Jimenez-Rico killed his younger sister, 22-year-old Jocelyn Jimenez, and shot both of his parents. Now, they survived, but I will tell you, the emotional, the physical scars, that is going to last a lifetime. And when police questioned him about what happened, he said he acted out of years of frustration and feeling bullied by the very people who were supposed to love him. And that chilling confession led to his arrest and ultimately a very lengthy prison sentence, leaving the community struggling to make sense of what happened here. So here's how it all unfolded. We go to the evening of January 22nd, and around 6:30 p.m., Milwaukee police receive a frantic 911 call about a shooting near 40th and Cheyenne Street. Neighbors reported seeing a man bleeding from a gunshot wound outside of a home, and panic and chaos, they erupt as they tried to understand what is going on with this terrifying scene that's unfolding just steps from the front doors. And that chilling call really does capture this moment in real time.
911, where is your emergency?
4001 West Cheyenne Street. My neighbor shot.
Okay, you said 4001 West Cheyenne Street?
Yes, yes.
Is that an apartment, single family, or duplex?
Single family home.
And you said he was shot?
Yes, he's bleeding from his abdomen and he's shot.
It's wild, I know. And this caller tells dispatch that the shooting was unfolding at that very moment.
When did this occur?
It's occurring right now. Hey, amigo.
Where's the person that shot him?
He's on my front lawn. He's shoeless. He has no jacket.
Where's the person that shot him?
He's in my front lawn. Come inside. We need ambulance. He's shot. He's shot in the abdomen.
Happening at that moment. That is so crazy. And the dispatcher assures help is on the way as this neighbor describes the victim screaming in pain.
Give me 1 second, let me get medical on the line.
Hang on, George. Ambulance is... My neighbor is shot.
All right, stay on the line here with me. I'm going to get some help here.
Yes, he's breathing and he's screaming. He's shot in the abdomen.
But when asked about the shooter, the neighbor admits he's not sure where this suspect is.
Is the person that shot him still nearby?
He's on my porch.
Is the person that shot him still nearby?
I don't know. He doesn't speak English.
Okay, is there any serious bleeding?
I think he's saying somebody's after his family.
Did you hear any gunshots?
No, I heard somebody beating on my house.
Finally, sirens arrive as police and EMS rush to this scene.
Sir, do you hear the sirens?
Yes, they're here. Oh. Family too. Oh, sir. He lives in that house right here. Yes, he's saying his family too. Okay. And he came running over here, beating on my door. So I running over here. Reed, talk to him quick. I'm obviously Reed, okay? Yeah, I was watching TV. Is your house? Yeah. Okay. Talk up there. He's saying his family too.
When officers arrived, it was a disaster. They found 3 adults suffering from gunshot wounds. Jocelyn was already dead. Her mother, despite her very serious injuries, managed to tell police this shocking truth, that her own son, Gerardo, was the shooter, the one who had opened fire on his parents and sister. By the way, real quick, at Law&Crime, as you can tell from the story that we're covering, we are trying our best to give our viewers clear, fact-driven reporting. But look, we can't control the rest of the media. And the reality is there is a lot of bias that seeps into headlines on both sides of the aisle, by the way, which is why I want to tell you real quick about our sponsor, Ground News. So Ground News is an app that gathers news coverage from around the world, and then it breaks down how outlets are covering those hot stories, allowing readers to cut through all the noise and come to their own conclusions. So, for example, take Luigi Mangione. Remember when he pleaded not guilty? Well, hundreds of sources reported on it. But as I click from right to left to center, the tone and framing completely shifts. In the left-leaning headlines, there's more of a focus on the outpouring of support for the defendant. Business Insider, for example, has an article titled, "Meet the Luigi Girls Who Slept Outside a Courthouse to See the Alleged Killer in the Flesh," whereas right-wing outlets spend more time on the consequences of his alleged extremism. So not only do they break down the political bias of every source, but they also show the factuality and bias ratings, as well as who owns each news organization. And seeing the contrasting headlines and the bias reports that are clearly laid out not only gives you control over what you read, but I will tell you, it offers a bit of understanding for how the other side sees it. Now, if my job has taught me anything, it's that the news never sleeps. So an app like Ground News can save anyone the frustration of scrolling news headlines endlessly, only to really still not know what to believe at the end of the day. Ground News takes the guesswork out of scanning media for bias, and in today's political climate, that is invaluable. So right now, Ground News is offering a special discount for new subscribers to their Vantage plan. Go to the link in our description, groundnews.com/sidebar, or check out the QR code for 40% unlimited access to their worldwide coverage. Now, before a full manhunt could even begin, Gerardo did something quite unique, very different. Walks calmly into the District 1 police station downtown. This is, just hours after this shooting on Cheyenne Street. There is body-worn camera footage that captures this moment. It is quite unsettling, where he confesses to the crime. And his composure, I gotta say, is in stark contrast to the chaos that he had left behind.
How you doing?
That's all good, man.
What's going on, boss?
Got a confession, sir.
Huh?
Got a confession.
Got what?
A confession I gotta give you, man.
You got a confession?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't got nothing else for you.
Okay, what's the confession, boss?
I shot somebody, man.
So police immediately moved to secure him, ordering Jimenez-Rico to show his hands, spin in a circle, drop to his knees.
You got nothing on you?
Just my wallet, man.
Just your wallet?
Just my
All right.
wallet.
What I want you to do is I want you to raise the back of your hood.
Which ones?
Both of them.
Yeah.
All right. Raise it up so that I can see your belt line.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to turn in a 360. All right. Stay right there. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to turn around. Put your hands on top of your head. Don't look at me. Squad 1296. Can I have an additional squad here at Muni Court for a C1? For a C1. All right. I want you to go down to your knees.
Sir.
Do not move.
Okay.
All right, everything's going to be figured out. I'm doing this for your safety and mine, okay?
I probably need some help.
You needed some help?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, boss, it's going to be okay, all right?
Now, officers, obviously, they press him for details, right? They want to know when and where this shooting happened.
Where did this happen?
This happened recently, man.
Today?
A couple minutes ago.
A couple days ago?
Couple minutes ago.
A couple minutes ago, where?
My house, actually, my parents' house, man.
Who'd you shoot?
It was an argument, stupid argument, but stupid argument leads to stupid.
What address is it?
This is my wallet. It's 3935 West Side.
1296. I have a person here turning in himself for the shooting on Cheyenne. What is your name, sir?
Gerardo.
Gerardo?
Yes, you can go in my pocket. It's in my...
His name is Gerardo. Why don't you just stand up for me? You got anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, or hurt me?
Nothing, man. Individual, you looking for the weapon I got rid of it.
Yeah, we're going to figure that out. Shooting on Cheyenne, you turned himself in just now. It happened a couple minutes ago, he says. Where's your wallet?
Come on, inside my jacket. This one.
This jacket?
Yeah.
It's up here?
Yeah.
I'm Death Sergeant. Never mind.
Did you walk here?
I took the city bus.
Okay. I'm gonna put you down right here. Huh? Oh, they're all unlocked. One of them doesn't open right now. I have them all unlocked. Here's his ID right here. Yes.
You want us to take him? See. Oh, yeah. You want us to take him? I'm Death Sergeant. Oh, yeah, down because I thought he was fighting with somebody. Okay, man, do you have any?
It might be under there.
Do you want to search him quick?
Yeah, if you want to search them again, and then those are my cups whenever you bring them back. I'll be right here till midnight.
They run this. I don't think they ran through here.
No, he just got here maybe 3 minutes ago.
Do we know how he got here at all by chance?
He took the city bus, he said, right?
Okay. Do you want to answer that?
He does not. He only has his ID on him. The task force is all down here. They're taking him right now. Yes, sir. Excuse me, what squad is going to book through?
94344.
What was it?
9434.
9434? 9434, sir.
Okay, so according to the criminal complaint in this case, Gerardo told detectives that his parents and sister had just returned that night from a month-long trip to Mexico. And he hadn't gone, citing unemployment, financial strain, and in his mind, those factors made him a target of constant criticism at home. He described years of what he called bullying, claiming his family would often gang up on him. And on the night of the shooting, he said it all came to a head over something as ordinary as dirty dishes in the sink. It's unbelievable. The complaint reads, his father then came down to complain about the dirty dishes in the sink. Jimenez-Rico explained the sink was clogged and the pipe plumbing needed attention. Upstairs, Jimenez-Rico said his dad continued to, quote, get on his case, and his sister also joined in complaining. He stated the bullying has gone on for many years now and he just got fed up with it. And when his father added that Gerardo would have to find another place to live, he said that was the breaking point. The complaint continues. Jimenez-Rico said he thought about going back to the basement where his bedroom is, but then he said he was just fed up with putting up with the bullying from his father and his sister. He went on to state that he, quote, pointed the gun in his father's direction and recalls firing the gun more than once. So what does Jocelyn reportedly do? Picks up a knife. And Gerardo then points the gun at her, fires at her 4 times, striking her in the chest, the back, the lungs, the arm. She died at the scene. And their mother was also shot as she entered the room. Why? Well, Gerardo later told investigators he didn't intend to shoot her, but really couldn't explain why he shot her. Both parents, they were rushed to the hospital, severe injuries. They ultimately survived. And these crime scene photos, my gosh, they capture the harrowing aftermath inside of that home. Investigators documented every corner, the entryway, the kitchen, the living spaces, revealing, again, I keep using this word, the chaos that was left behind. Evidence markers were placed near spent shell casings, a knife, bloodstains across the floors. Photos also show the firearm that police say Gerardo used, along with personal belongings that were scattered in the wake of this violence. Law enforcement, they carefully photographed each item. They reconstructed the sequence of events, the sequence of this shooting. And I have to say, when you look at these, and we've seen this in a number of cases, it's images like these that serve as a stark reminder of the tragedy. And here, it's one that transformed an ordinary family home into a crime scene of unspeakable loss, where a daughter's life was taken and her parents were severely wounded. Now, Gerardo, talk about the legal case, he made his first court appearance on January 27th, and he faced charges of first-degree reckless homicide, attempted second-degree intentional homicide, and first-degree reckless injury, all felonies. So a judge set his cash bond at $1 million, and though he was initially scheduled for trial on May 20th, he chose to plead guilty. And just, by the way, as a legal aside here, I want you to take a closer look at what those charges mean under Wisconsin law, what we're talking about. So, first-degree reckless homicide constitutes basically causing the death of another human being by recklessly engaging in conduct that creates a high risk under circumstances which show utter disregard for human life. And by the way, recklessness, it is more than just negligence. It is consciously disregarding a known risk. And shooting his sister multiple times, despite not necessarily maybe intending her death in a premeditated way, seems to fit this charge under the law. Attempted second-degree intentional homicide is defined as attempting to intentionally cause the death of another person without premeditation, right? Second degree. And an attempt means essentially taking substantial steps toward committing the act, but failing or being interrupted in some way. And shooting both parents, but failing to kill them, that would seem to qualify for this charge. First-degree reckless injury, it's defined as whoever recklessly causes great bodily harm to another human being under circumstances, again, which show utter disregard for human life. Shooting his mother, who survived but was seriously injured, meets that definition. So what happened in the end? A Milwaukee County judge sentenced him to 35 years in prison, and this is followed by 19 years of supervised release. But Gerardo's explanation, it didn't really do much to ease the pain for this family. Jocelyn's loved ones, they remained devastated. Her cousin Karina remembered her as such a genuinely good person, someone with dreams of starting her own business, baking cakes, raising her beloved young daughter. Jocelyn leaves behind a 4-year-old little girl. And there was a GoFundMe page that was set up for her daughter to help with basic living expenses. And you have these parents who are now trying to make sense of all this. They've lost their child. It is a horrible situation, a horrible crime, and again, one hard to make sense of. That's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you should get your podcasts. I'm Jesse Weber. I'll speak to you next time.